Thank you. Glad to be here.
I appreciate everybody joining us in this celebration today. And I'll have the mayor come on up here and get us kicked off here. Yep, ready to go.
Oh, okay. We don't want the check to be down.
Now if it bounced when it hit the ground, we have problems.
All right. Listen, I'll jump right on in. Just want to say good afternoon to everyone. It's really great to see so many of our partners here from the community, from our city council, from our housing authority, from the city of Montgomery. Really, really is great to have you here for this tremendous presentation. You know, as we approach the 60th anniversary of the 7th Montgomery March next year, we can't think of a better venue for this event. The St. Jude campus holds such a rich historical significance as the final campsite along the Voting Rights March before 25,000 people convened from St. Jude to the State Capitol building on March 25th, 1965. Tonight, I know as a leader and chairman of the Montgomery Improvement Association, you know all about that more than most of us because it was there that it was kicked off in 1955 that led to what would take place here 10 years later. So we're thankful to stand here today as one of 21 communities across the country to receive funding from the Pathways to Removing Obstacles, or pro-housing program, to improve West Montgomery along the National Historic Selma to Montgomery Trail. We appreciate all of you being here, to Councilor Riley, as we spoke about, to your district presidents. You all are really the jewel of the city. Truly one of the undervalued assets of the city, and we're proud that over the last several years we have been able to make drastic improvements from grant funding and from other public-private partnerships. Community development department and other areas have been very, very instrumental and instructive in helping us do this. To our city council president, C.C. Calhoun, we appreciate your leadership and appreciate your support and all that you have done to help further not just our grants department, but some of the initiatives that truly take a different course than maybe where we have been in the past, and to bring the city council support that is necessary. So with that said, I want to make sure I call up the Alabama Housing and Urban Development Alabama Field Office Director, Mr. Kenneth Free, at this time to bring some remarks. Mr. Free.
First of all, I'd like to thank the mayor, the city council, all the members of the housing community here, and just everybody for being here today. I know it's hot out here, so I'm not going to make it long. I would like to recognize a couple of our staff members, Ms. Velma Byron and Deborah Bean from our housing authority, Hollis Wormsby from our field policy and management, and Dr. Keisha Anderson from our community planning and development. And actually, Dr. Anderson is one of the leaders from HUD headquarters on the program, and now she's working with us in Birmingham as a senior advisor to the community development regional administrator. So thank her for her role in this. So I get the pleasure to introduce our regional administrator, and I've done this different ways. One of the things is talking about the areas she covers. So I know it's hot out here, and I said I'd keep it short, but I do have to honor her and tell you about her leadership. Regional Administrator Jennifer Collins came to us back in December of this year, so not even 12 months yet, but her leadership over the whole southeastern United States has been tremendous. She's one of those where she's not here for the title. She's here to help people. And that's one of the honors of me being able to work for a supervisor like that, is someone that cares about the constituents and the people we serve. And that is truly a key thing with Ms. Collins. Regional Administrator Collins has a career in the military, did 30 years achieving the rank of a colonel, And you can tell that the way she leads us, because she is a leader, and she is a great person for us to follow, and I would follow her anywhere. So with that, I would like to introduce our regional administrator, Jennifer Collins. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Good afternoon. I am so excited to be here. I'm not going to be long, like Ken said, because it's a little warm in Alabama, sweet home Alabama. But again, I am extremely honored to continue a lifetime of service as the regional administrator under the leadership of Acting Secretary Adrian Tideman, as we help to advance HUD's strategic priorities, supporting underserved communities, increasing access to affordable homes, increasing home ownership, and advancing sustainable communities. And our fifth internal strategic priority is making sure that that the HUD team is taken care of, so that we can get up and do it again tomorrow better than we did it today. As you know, I hope the Biden administration has implemented a multi-pronged housing approach with unprecedented investments in preservation, rental assistance, addressing homelessness, economic justice, and asset building for those we serve, with the goal of ensuring that we are developing thriving and inclusive communities. At HUD, we are working tirelessly to ensure that every American has a stable home, not only by providing critical funding like we are doing today, but assisting our city, state, and nonprofit partners with funding needed to address the communities that we serve. HUD has taken steps to increase the housing supply, lowering housing costs across the country. HUD is working to eliminate barriers to building housing and launching innovative strategies to address local housing needs. Communities just like this one nationwide are suffering from the lack of affordable housing, and housing production is not meeting the increasing demand for accessible and available units in many urban and rural areas, particularly areas of high opportunity. The pathways to removing obstacles to housing, or pro-housing, a program supports communities who are actively taking steps, like the steps that you all are taking. Removing barriers by changing outdated zoning and land use policies, changing inefficient procedures, creating a pathway across gaps to available sources for development, and addressing challenges that preserve the existing housing stock. The goal of Pathways of the Pro-Housing Program is to further develop, evaluate, and implement housing policy plans, improve housing strategies, and facilitate affordable housing production and preservation. This funding being awarded today is a perfect example of HUD's commitment to providing crucial support to the country's largest form of unsubsidized housing, affordable housing. With these funds, the City of Montgomery will be able to further develop, evaluate, and implement housing policy plans, improve housing strategies, and facilitate affordable housing production and preservation. This is why we do the work we do in partnerships that are vital, such as the partnership we have with the City of Montgomery. So before I present the check today, I want to make sure that I recognize your leadership, Mayor Reed. You and your team, the leadership of this city, your housing partners, have demonstrated a true commitment to making sure that everyone in Montgomery has a safe, quality, and stable place to call home. And so without further delay, I am honored on behalf of Acting Secretary Adrian Tideman to present the City of Montgomery, Alabama, with a check in the amount of $3,581,000. Thank you and congratulations. Come on, get this check, Mayor. I'm going to get on this side over here.
I'm going to ask my council members to come up as well. Chairman Knight, you come on up. Any members in the Housing Authority as well.
Simplify.
Oh.
Let's get this money.
Now come to me. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Everybody good? Awesome.
Don't go too far. I got a couple more folks I want to ask
Okay.
a couple speakers.
Of
Just a
course,
second.
yes, sir.
Hop on the
Yes,
check,
sir.
check.
Hold on,
Just don't go nowhere.
I got the check.
They got winds blowing it around today.
Here, I'll take it, Mayor. I'll take it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'll hold it.
Well, I want to thank.
That money don't blow away.
That's right. I want to thank Ms. Collins and I want to thank Mr. Free for this. As a city, we're thrilled to receive this grant. This will support our efforts to invest in affordable housing options and accessibility in West Montgomery, an area far too rich in history for us not to have invested in the past. But that is yesterday. This is what today and tomorrow are about, recognizing the opportunities we have in communities like this and making sure that we look at public-private partnerships wherever possible to bring those about. When we think about the $36.6 million from the U.S. Department of Transportation's Neighborhood Access and Equity Grant Program, this pushes us over $40 million worth of grants from the Biden-Harris administration to improving our community. 70% of low-income renters in the state of Alabama are severely cost-burdened, and barriers to housing in our area include historic disinvestment, long housing wait lists, and aging housing stock. This funding will allow us to build a new energy-efficient, affordable housing unit for low to moderate income families. It will also allow us to invest in the installation of green infrastructure, including sidewalks, bike lanes, lighting, cameras, and increased internet connectivity. These improvements will also help promote security and access to transportation for our citizens. So it's this approach that we're using from our Office of Economic Development to further investment from the federal side as well as that from the private side to spur the type of growth and the type of urban renewal that areas like West Montgomery and other parts of our city have long desired. So with that, I'd now like to welcome Dr. John F. Knight Jr., Chairman of the Montgomery Housing Authority Board, and thank you, Mr. Knight, for all of your leadership, and we'll ask you to come up at this time.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I'm delighted to be here this afternoon, and I hope everybody's enjoying the program, especially the check. I would like to recognize two board members, Mr. Willie Durham and Ms. Aisha Brooks, okay, as members of the board. Ms. Collins, you must have been in the military. I can tell by the presentation that you made. Was it Army, Air Force? Army. Army.
Intel. Yes, sir.
To all of the HUD representatives that are here, we want to thank you for everything that you're doing for Montgomery. But I want to give special thanks also. Well, Kenny Free, I'm always glad to see you because you always bring a check. Okay, I love that. But the director, Ms. Velma Byron, has done an outstanding job of working with her. She keeps us on track. She makes certain that we do the things that we're supposed to do, that we go by the rules and regulations. And one thing that I like about it, sometimes I don't like it when she say it, but she tells you exactly like it is and how it should be done. And I can appreciate that, having been in the legislature, having been in government for a number of years, making certain that we do things right, we do it by the book. The other thing that I'd like to say while I'm here is we are standing on grounds now that it's hard to forget. I was here that night when all of the celebrities came and stayed overnight and then marched to the Capitol the next day. And it's quite an experience to go back during that time and come back now with all of the things that we still need to do. And the reason that I say that is because so many people gave their jobs up, they gave their lives so that we could enjoy some of the things that we enjoy today, that we take advantage of. So I would hope that we would never forget those people that did it. They didn't get paid, they lost their jobs, or some of them were afraid to go to work and things of that nature. It was terrible during that time. So I hope we never forget that. The other thing that I'm glad that you're here, so that when the Montgomery Housing Authority makes this next request for air conditioning for some of these units that were built in 1938, I want to make sure that that request is fulfilled. We still have units here. If you notice, Patterson Court, a historic unit that was built in 1938, we still have a lot of work to do on it. But what we are doing in Montgomery at the present time, with the help of everybody, the city, and everybody we can get help from, is trying to transform public housing and the image of public housing. What I mean by that, not building any more public housing projects, but building mixed units. And if you have time while you're here, and I know it's hot, I would love for you to see Columbus Square or Centennial Plaza, things that we've converted from projects to mixed space with 9% tax credits and things of that nature to try to transform housing here in Montgomery. And working together with the city and all the other partners, we're able to do that. But you can't do it without HUD. So we need your help. We need your continuous help. And we are always here for any time that you want to come. And I would like to brag a little bit on the Housing Authority. We are high performers. For the last couple of years on the CMAP, we got 96 and 100. That's performing under HUD regulations, okay? So I want to brag on our staff and the people that are doing it, and look forward to working with you, look forward to working with the mayor so that we can have, I always like to have the best. I want Montgomery to have the best. I want us to have the best affordable housing project in the country. And you all working with us, with the leadership that we have, I believe we can do it. So let's get to work, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. We appreciate that. Certainly we want to, at this time, ask Councilor Riley if she will come up and speak a little bit about the importance of this to her district and her district overall. She is the District 4 Councilwoman, so I invite you to come on up as well.
Thank you, Mayor Reed. This will be very, very quick because I understand how hard it is. But first, I want to just give honor where honor is due. Thank you, God, for giving us the opportunity to be here and to see advancement coming to District 4. The greatest thing about it is I want to also thank the Biden-Harris administration. And Mayor, thank you for your great hard work for getting up there and getting some work with us for HUD. Thank you so much, Ms. Collins, for being able to come and participate and give us what we need to help us grow. We're right here on a historical trail. This is so exciting to me because it's a game changer for us. Everybody know my 3 words: revive, rejuvenate, and restructure. And we're in the process of doing District 4, West Side. We're here. And we're changing the game plan for everyone. In this district is one of the richest histories around. And I just want to say, I look at HUB not being a housing project. I look at it being a light of hope, a light of dignity. And that's what we just set the standards for. With this grant, we have just got the money to set the standards for families to understand this is a vision, and the vision is here. And we're here working for District 4. Thank you all so much. And Mayor, I appreciate you again for the honor to just stand here.
I want to again thank everybody at the City of Montgomery who has been a part of this. Desmond Wilson, our grants department, Kelby Porter, everyone who has really been a part of all of these great announcements really is making a difference, and we're getting more and more momentum because now we have people reaching out to us. And that's great because they know the quality of work that we do. They know the vision, they know the type of projects we have. And so we're excited about that. So, as we continue to look at this opportunity that we have here, we want to think about those in the future. We want to continue to work with the Housing Authority. We want to continue to work with those in the private sector and others. And we want to make sure that, again, we thank the Biden-Harris administration, as Councilor Riley said, certainly Regional Administrator Collins, Director Free, and the entire team at the Department of Housing and Urban Development for providing these opportunities for progress. I'd also like to thank again Chairman Knight, the entire team at Montgomery Housing Authority for their work and their efforts and what they're doing. And thanks really goes to everyone in the community for really pushing us and bringing this to the attention and not letting up. We hear you. We're going to continue to work with you and work for you in the best way possible. So we really appreciate all that you all have done. We're excited about this grant. We look forward to some other grants, but I would say this. we're not done yet. We've got some more announcements coming very, very soon, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised about who some of those partners are. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for making housing and affordable housing, workforce housing a priority. We will continue to look at best practices in every which way we can to provide more of that, and we will continue to look at ways that the city, the housing authority, and any other partner can work together to make sure that there are more residents in the city of Montgomery who have access to quality housing all around our entire city. Thanks so much and have a great day.